Hello bros, and welcome to SFX0 BroFive production and a little more Pokemon Go information. So, I am looking on the internet a bit just to trying to find some more things, and I found a site here with 20 things that we could take up. A couple of these things I have taken up myself without actually checking anywhere for information about it. Of course, Pokemon stops generate every 5 minutes. I think most people have found that out. And I don't know if people have figured out that landmark Pokestops give better items, but I figured it out a while ago when I was in Stockholm. And model Pokestops aren't really that. There's just more Pokemon that comes there. About 6 ones in 1.5 hours. So it comes like every 2 minutes and 30 seconds. At least they did when I did. But at least, some people might have problem actually capturing some Pokemon. Like when you have in the camera, the Pokemon slides to one side and it keeps doing that whatever you do. It seriously gets really hard to hit it with a Pokemon. But if you turn off the AR, so the camera isn't on in the background, the Pokemon at least stands still and you can capture it more easily. But I would only suggest you do that if you are in a car, not driving while you capture Pokemon. Seriously, if you're in a passenger, then you might want to turn off the AR so it's easier to capture Pokemon. You can turn on AR later on, but of course you may need to be in Pokemon capture state to be able to turn it on. So that's at least a tip for capturing Pokemon when it's hard. And someone might have a little broken GPS on the mobile. At least my Pokemon GPS is sometimes broken. And then you also should turn off AR because it's easier to capture them then too. And also, you probably want to hatch your Pokemon eggs because you want to hatch, but you don't really want to walk that far or so. I know I won't do this, and I wouldn't suggest anyone else to do it, but it won't cause any problems or so. It's not that you can get banned from the game or anything like that, but at least you could turn it, you can place it on something that moves, like a record player if you have someone old like that, or a ceiling fan. But if you place it on a ceiling fan, seriously tie it up to the ceiling fan, because otherwise it probably would fall. And like my roof that is 2 to 3 meters high, my phone fell off there. I think it would break. So at least think about where you place it. You could also just have it on when you're taking a bike ride or anything, or you could drive your car really slow, but you have to drive your car really slow. If you drive fast, it actually calculates how fast you move, and it does that. So don't bike too fast or drive fast if you want your Pokemon eggs to hatch without you doing anything. And you also have to have the Pokemon app on also, otherwise it doesn't work either. Alright, at least when Pokemon first appear of the when you are having them, I don't mean just take an example here. If the box is gray and nothing appears after it's finished loading and such, if you walk anywhere and a Pokemon appear, it's usually 100 meters away at first. And one thing good is to remember where you see Pokemon. Like I saw an Oddish and a Pidgey when I was looking for an Eevee. Above, I thought it was one way, but it wasn't there, because the Oddish and Pidgey was above Eevee. It means it was the other way. So remembering where the Pokemon you have seen are will really help you figure out how to find the Pokemon you want easier. But of course, if there are like 8 Pidgeys and 1 Eevee, you will have a really hard time figuring out where Eevee is anyway. So then you could catch a couple of Pidgeys and you will have a little easier time, hopefully, finding out where Eevee is. Alright, there also are apparently one thing that you should not do, and that is that you can spoof your GPS, and I think that's pretty much that you tell the GPS you are some other coordinates. I won't suggest you do it because and there have been lifetime bans, and of course they ban your App Store account or your iTunes account. That would mean your Google account or your iTunes account, and I don't suggest you do it, so I won't even tell you how to do it. You can do it if you want, but I won't help you with it. And there also are these things that you can clone Pokemon. They are not saying anything about it have been bans for it or so, but I wouldn't suggest you clone Pokemon. That takes away the challenge in the game. I always enjoy a challenge. And also, I think pretty much most people know this, but curveballs, if you spin the Pokeball and then throw it forward, like the balls doesn't go only straight ahead, you get extra XP. And I would suggest you do it if you're catching Pidgey or Rattatas or so, but if you're catching something like an Abra, don't do it, because you miss once and the Abra is gone. And it's also happened to other psychic types sometimes, like in Jinx I found Ice and Psychic that disappeared once when I missed the ball, but it's more rare with Jinx. I never met an Abra that didn't teleport away directly after the first Pokeball failed. And also they're suggesting that I should spend Pokecoins and on lucky eggs and incense, because they're saying that could level up really fast. I don't think I would do it because I don't see the point in it leveling up. More like playing the game a lot and level up from there. And they're also saying how no one knows how Eevee evolves, but that's not true, because I know how they evolve. And my brother has tested the theory, and he named it Rainer and evolved it, and it evolved into Vaporeon. And he then named it Vaporeon afterwards, trying to cheat me, but I saw through it. But there also are a way, if you're watching this before you have started playing Pokemon Go, or you're planning to restart it, you choose yourself how you want to do it, but you can actually start with a Pikachu. You just have to ignore the 3 first, Charmander, Bulbasaur and Squirtle, and just walk away from them. Walk away, and then Pikachu will appear pretty soon. But those Pokemon will keep respawning, and you think no Pokemon Pikachu will spawn, but it actually spawns with them after a while. And that's what I've heard. I'm not sure about it because I started with a Bulbasaur by accident. Actually, Charmander and Squirtle didn't appear for me in the beginning, but that doesn't matter. I have catch a Squirtle later. Charmander I have seen, but haven't managed to catch it. I was looking around a lot for it. I didn't know where it was. And also there are one thing. When you found a Pokemon, it doesn't always appear instantly. Like Ghastly, for those of you who have found Ghastly, you know it pretty much hides for a bit before it appears. That happened to me, I've seen it myself, but the Pokemon doesn't always instantly appear. Just wait a while if you think it's on. And also, I think I saw somewhere that when grass moves, you don't need an incense to make them appear, but an incense greatly increases the chance of appearing out of the grass. But you can wait a while by the grass and hope it appears anyway. I done that, but it haven't succeeded for me. But I think I saw somewhere that it can happen. And that's pretty much most I have to say right now. Of course, there are still more things to be found out about Pokemon Go. Oh yeah, and also it's actually an app, Pokevision, it's called. If you like find your location on map, double click on it, so it's a market, and things appear. Because I just double clicked on the map here, and close to where I clicked is an Eevee, but it spawns in 2 minutes. I have no way to get there in 2 minutes. It takes a 10-minute ride to get there. But also Odysseus, Pharaoh, Zubat, and it has a pretty good meter district that shows where Pokemon is. Let's take it to Boros and see what I just double click in the middle of the time, and it shows pretty much everything. There are Bellsprout, Staryu, Tentacool, and Drowsys, and Seadra, Clefairies. Yeah, it pretty much shows every single Pokemon in the immediate area of where you play. Alright, let's take a big let's go to USA and let's try New York City. Alright, I'm gonna click let's click on State Iceland. Yeah, only a hunter and a Rattata and a Pidgey. That's not too much. Let's try with Brooklyn. Oh yeah, here it spawned a lot of Pokemon, and Dodo and Krabby and Nidoran, Dratini close to the water, so, and Bulbasaur, and what the hell was the other one called? I don't know. Well, Bulbasaur is above it. Let's see if I can get it. Yeah, Hitmonchan is even there, and an Electabuzz. So if you want to go out and you want to see if it actually worth going out right then, you can just use it to it. I will leave a link in the description if I remember. If I don't do it, of course the name is Pokevision. But you get how it is. My brother used it. That's the only way I figured out that it actually existed. He refused to show me which site it was, but it was very easy to find it. So let's take a So that's all I have for Pokemon Go information. I will see if I can find any more, and of course there are hacks you can use, but I don't yet use it because I guess that Niantic gonna figure out those hacks pretty soon and deactivate, make them not working, and lifetime bans if you use them or so. So don't use hacks. But at least hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. BroFive!